Hey, aloha everyone. This is Robert Ritua, real estate agent, Better Life brokered by EXP Realty. Today I'm going to share with you my stock analysis of EXP Realty and how agents like you can earn and own a piece of the company. I learned investing many years ago, including stock investing. And learning stock investing, I learned it from a lot of sources. One of those sources is Phil Tao through Rule 1 Investing course. I read his book and took his course. I also applied what I learned. So today I'm sharing with you my knowledge experience in investing in stocks. Now, just as a disclaimer that because I'm not your fiduciary nor a financial planner, the information I provide here is for educational purposes only and should not be construed as financial legal advice. So you should seek your own financial legal advice for your own financial legal needs. Also, including with investing and financing, make sure you do your own due diligence and research. Because I'm sharing the knowledge experience, what I learned from Rule 1 Investing through Phil Tao's course. I also want to mention that this video is in no way sponsored by Phil Tao, nor his company, Rule 1 Investing. Also, as a disclaimer, I don't make any recommendations. Even though I'm a real estate agent with EXP Realty, I'm going to give you an unbiased view of my stock analysis of EXP Realty. I am also going to, however, share with you information that some of you agents from other brokerage may be thinking of transferring or converting over to EXP Realty and why you should. And go over again how agents like you can earn and own a piece of the company and build generational wealth. Now, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you just a brief overview of my stock analysis of EXP Realty and how I derived the information. And I'm going to share with you where you can get the raw data to also do your own calculations. You can also read a book from Phil Tao, Rule 1 Investing, on learning how to do the calculations yourself, or take one of these courses. But the purpose of this video is not to go through actual details and nuances and the whole calculations of my stock analysis of EXP Realty. That's not the purpose for this video. There's a lot of courses that you can take regarding doing a stock analysis. I'm just showing you my stock analysis of EXP Realty. And again, I stress that make sure you do your own due diligence and research to make your analysis. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. Now, before I give you my analysis of EXP Realty using Rule 1 Investing strategy, the toolbox, I just want to give you a brief overview, and that way you have an understanding where my analysis is coming from. I learned from Rule 1 Investing through Phil Tao, his book Rule 1 Investing, Rule 1, as well as his Rule 1 Investing course. And Phil Tao Investing uses the same strategy like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger uses. And for Phil Tao, he said it's not about the stock, it's about the business behind the stock. So we do pick businesses, not pick stocks. So we do analyze the business itself through their financial statements and the finances of the company versus looking at the stock price and its the trend. And Warren Buffett in the past just mentioned there's two rules to investing. Rule 1, don't lose money, and rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. Because Phil Tao learned the Warren Buffett strategy of investing, Rule 1 strategy is similar to like Warren Buffett, the way he invests. You find wonderful companies and buy it when it's on sale. In this strategy, we believe that if you do find wonderful companies and you buy it when it's on sale, you're for certain will not lose money and not break rule number 1. Don't lose money. Now, the following is a clip from the Invested Rule 1 podcast published on October 7, 2015 in Rule 1 Investing YouTube channel, titled Using Moat and Return on Equity. In this clip, learn what Charlie Munger has to say about their investing strategy. Charlie Munger was Warren Buffett's investment partner through Berkshire Hathaway, who recently passed in late 2023.
We have to deal with things that we're capable of understanding. And then once we're over that filter, we have to have a business with some intrinsic characteristics that give it a durable competitive advantage. And then, of course, we would vastly prefer a management in place with a lot of integrity and talent. And finally, no matter how wonderful it is, it's not worth an infinite price. So we have to have a price that makes sense and gives a margin of safety considering the natural vicissitudes of life. It's a very simple set of ideas.
Now, before I do show you the Rule 1 investing toolbox, I also want to go over the moat. What is a moat? Check out Phil Townley's YouTube channel, Rule 1 Investing, what he says about moat.
Well, moat is such a critical thing. We talked about the intrinsic characteristic. It's intrinsic to the company. Like shelf space is intrinsic to Coca-Cola. Like if you own IBM mainframe computers, you're stuck with them. If you own Apple as an ecosystem, you got Apple Watch, you got an Apple computer, it's really painful to switch over to a whole different system because you've got all your software on one thing. That's called a switching moat, and it's a fundamental way that a company can protect itself against competition is to make it very hard for you to switch to somebody else, either by great customer support or by having an ecosystem. It's a fabulous moat. A brand is another really powerful moat. Obviously, Coca-Cola has a big brand, IBM has a big brand, Apple has a big brand. But a lot of companies build brands that are based on how good they treat you as a customer. Ulta comes to mind. I don't do a lot with makeup myself, but I have definitely looked into Ulta and I like the company very much. It's a very strong brand because they are great with making sure you're finding the things you want in their store. So branding is a really powerful moat. Another moat is something like what happens with the utility, like PG&E that does all of the power for California, say. They get what's called a toll bridge moat. You have to use them. You don't have any choice. Now, actually, one of the things that's important about a moat is making sure that it is consistently being widened by the company, whereas a company like PG&E is starting to see their moat shrink by the virtue of solar power, wind machines. It's all shrinking that toll bridge moat. So we want to watch the moats. We want to make sure we understand what it is. It's fundamental to owning a company over the long term. And when we see the moat expanding, we know, great, this is going to be a better investment next year than it was this year. And when the moat starts to shrink, when the competition is pushing in on that moat, when you start to find you own a typewriter company, when here comes the computer, or a harness company, when here comes the car, or a gasoline car company, when here comes the electric car, you want to be sure your story is changing and you shift away from that shrinking moat. So moat's pretty important. Pay attention to it.
So hopefully by now you do have an understanding of the Rule 1 investing strategy. Now, besides having an understanding of what the company does or its businesses it's in, to find out if it's the wonderful company to invest in, we have to be able to measure how wonderful the company is to begin with, to find out if it's actually a wonderful company. So as an investor, we do look at a lot of numbers. For Rule 1, these are the big 5 numbers that I'm going to be pointing out in my stock analysis of EXP Realty. We're going to be looking at the book value per share growth rate, earnings per share growth rate, sales per share growth rate, cash flow per share growth rate, and return on invested capital. Now, I'm going to briefly go over with you where you can get the raw data to get these numbers to make these calculations. Rule 1 book by Phil Town also mentioned this. This is not the video to go over in detail about stock investing. I just want to show you I'm deriving my analysis of EXP Realty by using Rule 1 investing strategy. Now, EXP Realty is one of the many companies that are publicly traded. So if they're publicly traded, if you go to their website, exprealty.com, you look for their link, Investor Relations. This is where you can get information for investors in investing in their stock. And if they're publicly traded, which EXP Realty is, by law, they have to disclose to the SEC their financials. And this is where you can get the raw data from. Some free websites like Yahoo Finance also provide the data as well as some of the calculations. As you can see here, EXP World Holdings, the ticker symbol for EXP is EXPI. By the way, if you're curious, the information here, the data I'm gathering from March 9th, It's actually after the stock trading market trading at close on March 8th. So just kind of keep that in mind if in case you are wondering, how long is this data that I'm gathering. In Yahoo Finance, under profile, we can learn more about the company. Like here it is with the key executives. Here we also learn about the description about the company. EXP World Holdings Incorporated, together with its subsidiaries, provides cloud-based real estate brokerage services for residential homeowners and home buyers. The company operates through North American Realty, International Realty, Verbella, and other affiliated services segments. It provides Verbella, a cloud-based technologies that provide data, lead generation, and marketing tools for real estate agents and employees. In addition, the company offers Success Print Magazine, Success.com portal, Success Newsletters, Success Podcast, Success Plus, Success Speakers Bureau, and Success Coaching Podcast and digital training courses. It operates in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, South Africa, India, Mexico, Portugal, France, Puerto Rico, Brazil, Italy, Hong Kong, Colombia, Spain, Israel, Panama, Germany, and Dominican Republic, Greece, New Zealand, Chile, and Poland. The company was formerly known as EXP Realty International Corporation and changed its name to EXP World Holdings Incorporated in May 2016. EXP World Holdings Incorporated was incorporated in 2008 and was based in Bellingham, Washington. Now, Yahoo Finance is also a free site, so it also shows some related companies in the same industry. So you can actually see these are EXP Realty's competition. So let's check out some of their competition. Under Yahoo Finance, when you search the ticker symbol HOUS, you'll learn about the company Anywhere Real Estate Incorporated. So here's where you can also learn about their competition. So learning about Anywhere Real Estate. Anywhere Real Estate Incorporated, through its subsidiaries, provides residential real estate services in the United States and internationally. The company operates through three segments: Anywhere Brands, Anywhere Advisors, and Anywhere Integrated Services. The Anywhere Brands segment franchises the Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, Century 21, Coldwell Banker Commercial, Corcoran, ERA, and Sotheby's International Realty brand names. This segment also includes global relocation services under Cardis brand names and lead generation activities. The Anywhere Advisor segment operates a full-service residential real estate brokerage business under the Coldwell Banker, Corcoran, and Sotheby's International Realty brand names to assist home buyers and sellers in the listing, marketing, selling, and finding homes. This segment also operates real estate auction joint venture. The Anywhere Integrated Services segment provides full-service title, escrow, and settlement services to consumers, real estate companies, corporations, and financial institutions, primarily in support of residential real estate transactions. This segment also originates and markets its mortgage lending services to other real estate brokerage companies. The company was formerly known as Realogy Holdings Corp. and changed its name to Anywhere Real Estate Incorporated in June 2022. Anywhere Real Estate Incorporated was incorporated in 2006 and is headquartered in Madison, New Jersey. And here's another of their direct competition with EXP Realty is the Real Brokerage Incorporated. Their ticker symbol is REAX. Real Brokerage Incorporated, together with its subsidiaries, operates as a technology-powered real estate brokerage company. It offers brokerage services for the real estate market through a network of agents. The company provides agents a mobile-focused tech platform to run the business. It operates in the United States, the District of Columbia, and Canada. The company is headquartered in Toronto, Canada. Now, going back using Yahoo Finance, and we research back to EXPI, ticker symbol. Under profile, you can see where here recent events. This is where they also, by law, have to post their financials. This is where they report posting their financials to the public. As you can see here, as recently, EXP Holdings reported their fourth quarter and full year 2023 annual report. In Yahoo Finance, under financials, you can actually get their EXP income statement, their balance sheet, and their cash flow statement. Under Yahoo Finance, under statistics, you also have some valuation calculations. In Yahoo Finance, under analysts, these are the analysts who's also tracking EXP Realty. These analysts also projects revenue estimates. These analysts also makes recommendations, like either is it a strong buy, hold, underperform, or sell the stock. And now let me show you my stock analysis of EXP Realty using Rule 1 Toolbox. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you the Rule 1 Investing Toolbox, analyzing the Big 5. The Big 5, again, just a reminder, is the book value per share growth rate, earnings per share growth rate, sales per share growth rate, cash flow per share growth rate, return on invested capital. The book value per share growth rate is the equity a company has and their ability to grow the equity over time consistently. The earnings per share growth rate, net income a company has and its ability to grow its earnings consistently each year. Sales per share growth rate, the revenue a company generates and their ability to grow their revenue consistently each year. Cash per share growth rate, the amount of cash the company has each year. We want to see if the company has enough to cover its debt obligation and be able to take care of future growth, including if it pays out dividends to its investors. Something about the free cash flow, the remaining cash after responsibilities. We prefer to see a company having a lot of it so that the company can handle any debt or any event, turbulent times, or the vicissitudes of life that Charlie Munger mentioned. And the last of the Big 5, return on invested capital. The return that management generates off the cash the company has accumulated, including any borrowed money, consistently each year. For Rule 1 investors, we would like to at least see 10% or above over about a 10-year period. Also, to take a look at debt, if a company has more than 3 years worth of earnings in debt, it's uncertain if a company is going to be able to service the debt should some event or turbulent times the company may be facing. Now, using the Rule 1 Toolbox, under the Rule 1 score, they had a high score for the moat, which is good. Remember the moat that we talked about earlier? But look at management. The management is not so great of a score. So Rule 1 overall score, as you can see there, is not so great as well. So is it a buy right now? I'll let you decide. Now I thought I'd show you something interesting. Back to Yahoo Finance, under holders. These are the major stakeholders that invest in the company, EXP Realty. As you can see there, here's the breakdown. 49.62% of shares held by all insider. 35.54% of shares held by institutions. 70.55% of the float held by institutions. 318 number of institutions holding shares. Here's some of the top 5 institutional holders, such as BlackRock, Vanguard Group, Copeland Capital Management, and even Morgan Stanley listed one of the top institutional holders. And listed here are some of the top mutual fund holders. So if you hold an IRA account, a 401k account, you may never know. These companies may already been investing in EXP Realty in your portfolio, and you may never know. Now I'm going to go over how you, as an EXP Realty agent, how you can earn and own a piece of the company. First of all, let me go to show you a comparison. Here's what other real estate brokerage are doing with the no cap model. Say, for example, these are the example percentages that the agent and broker makes when they make a transaction. Say, for example, 70% commission goes to the agent, 30% goes to the broker, 60% goes to the agent, 40% goes to the broker, 80% goes to the agent, 20% goes to the broker. And this goes on and on indefinitely as long as the agent is working. Now, other brokerages disrupted the industry when they added a cap model. Basically, under the cap model, say for example, if an agent reached $18,000 cap, then the agent receives 100% commission. Now, in EXP model, besides the cap, they also included the ICON program. So if you achieve performance milestones and become an ICON agent, you get back that $16,000 cap in EXPI stock equity ownership share of the company. Another area where EXP disrupted the industry is the revenue share. You can actually receive a referral fee for attracting agents to EXP. So in other brokerages, say for example, if I was in brokerage A and an agent approached me and say, hey, how's your brokerage? And you tell them, yeah, come join us, and the person joins brokerage A as well, I wouldn't get a referral fee. And I wouldn't get a revenue share. So EXP disrupted the industry by including that model. So in EXP revenue share, the model, you can receive a referral fee for attracting agents to EXP, up to 3.5% gross commission. Agents at EXP Realty can receive residual income for the productive agents they sponsor into the company. And when you receive a referral fee for attracting agents to EXP, you earn up to $2,800 annually for each agent you sponsored into EXP Realty. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is like, hey, wait a minute. This is like a pyramid like network marketing has. Well, here's the difference between those network marketing companies and EXP. Revenue share is paid by the company dollars and doesn't reduce agent commission. So let me show you how a revenue share looks like. If your sponsored agent closes on a transaction and gets $10,000 in commission, you as an EXP agent get $350 direct deposit to your account. Remember, revenue share is paid by the company dollars and doesn't reduce agent commission. So in EXP model revenue share, earn a percentage of revenue when your sponsored agent closes a transaction, earn revenue share until your sponsored agent reaches their annual commission cap, up to 7 tiers where you can earn residual income from this multiple streams of income. And remember, if this looks like a network marketing model, remember, revenue share is paid by the company dollars and doesn't reduce agent commission. And by the way, here's another way EXP Realty disrupted the industry. Here's 5 ways you can earn shares of stock in EXP. The first way is you earn $200 of EXP stock for first transaction of closing. The second way is you earn $400 of EXPI stock when agents cap. Remember the cap, $16,000 cap, then agents receive 100% commission. The third way is you get $400 of EXPI stock for directly attracting another agent to join after your sponsored agent closed their first transaction. And the fourth way, remember you earn $16,000 of EXPI stock when you meet production requirements of the ICON Award program. And the fifth is the Agent Equity Program. Under the Agent Equity Commission Program, you voluntarily enroll to receive 5% of your commission in stock at 10% discount. How great is that? You can get EXP stock at a discount. Now, under the EXP model, even real estate agents can retire if you continue receiving revenue share, equity ownership, and agent attraction. So under the wealth quadrant, you can get duplication of income, equity ownership, passive or residual income, multiple streams of income, beating all 4 of the wealth quadrant. And by the way, this is where you can also build generational wealth. It can be passed on to your heirs as long as they hold an active real estate license. Contact me to learn more. Well, that's it for this episode. Now I would like to hear from you. What's going on with your brokerage? Or what are your concerns if you're thinking about switching to another brokerage? Make sure you comment below and click the like button and share. Or you can contact me for a private conversation and we can go over what are some of your concerns in your brokerage and what are you thinking about if you're switching over to another brokerage. Alright folks, that's it for now. So make sure you click the subscribe button. That way you get updated on the videos that I make for you. Until then, live it up everyone.